shopping for that today's special value in that gift box for those 4 must-have knives, it's the perfect time, as we heard from Bernice, who was asking about the knife sharpener, to go ahead and get the knife sharpener. We've got it in tonight's show. Under $20, over 10,000 of these have been ordered, and we have it in a choice of colors. So I'll start on the end. We have it for you in the cranberry, and these will work perfectly back to your today's special value knife set if you'd like. We have it in Zakarian blue, which I have right here in front of me. We have it in black. We have it in cool gray. And we also have the sharpener in white. So, Chef, let's talk about the sharpener, why it's important to have one, and this one, how easy it's going to be for us to use.
Okay, thank you, Leah. Again, really good question. We want to take care of that set we just bought, correct? So what I've tried to do is kind of have something that fits in a drawer, right? Left-handed or right-handed, so it doesn't matter which hand you use them. And it really solves 2 problems. So what's really dangerous is a blunt or dull knife. Why is that? Because if you slip and it requires more pressure to cut, you know it's not cutting, you press it, it's gonna slip and cut you. A sharp knife is gonna go right through the food that you're cutting and more likely to leave your fingers alone. So you wanna have a knife that's always sharp. So it's really important. So a knife can be dull for 2 reasons. The sharp edge is worn down or the blade edge is no longer aligned properly. So this does both. It's kind of magic. 1, 2. So there's 1 for coarse. So you just go 5 times each. This actually gets everything sharp. And then the fine side aligns it. So 4 or 5 times each, and that's it. I mean, it can't be any simpler than that. This goes in the drawer, say bye-bye, and then you just go and you just take your tomato and you feel really good about like 2-handed cut with a tomato. Oh. And I know you see a lot of videos of people cutting tomatoes, but this is the real deal. I just did 5 swipes with this, and that tomato is perfect. And remember, no juice on the table because the knife is sharp. Wow. And that's why this is good. So this works with everything that we're selling tonight, except of course for the serrated. But this just works like a dream. And what this allows you to do is, so when you have to press on something, and your knife is not sharp, it's going to cause it to slip and you can cut yourself. Really important. So this is incredibly important to cut. Now, not only does it does chef knives, it does all kinds of knives and scissors. I have a hunting knife here. Same thing, 5 in the coarse side and 5 in the fine side. So it's safe, the quality is easy, and it goes into the drawer. How fantastic is that? So we've solved a lot of problems for everybody who are wondering, do I have to buy a stone? Do I need steels? Do I have to do this fancy stuff that chefs do? You don't have to do any of that with this. It's really a fantastic, fantastic home device.
I'll tell you, and I love how easy this is. I love how compact it is. I love how it, whether it's on your countertop or in your knife drawer with your knives. And your explanation makes it really very simple, whether you're left-handed or right-handed, that just 5 times through on the coarse side, and then through on the fine side, and then I'm ready to slice. And I would imagine, because making sure that my knives are sharp means that they do a better job of cutting all the things that I need them to.
Yeah, it's really important. Remember, a dull knife is dangerous because you have to press down because you're like, it's not going. You press down and it slips. So it's really important to have your knives sharp. So it removes the material from the blade, it gets a new edge, and it aligns it. This does both. So there's a lot of people out there who are like, well, I have this device and I have this device. I have an electric one. I send mine out. You don't have to send yours out at all. You just have to do this. It's so simple.
Wow.
5 on the coarse side and 5 on the
And look how clean that is. You notice too that you're not tearing through things. You're not, when your knife is nice and sharp, you're not having to work as hard, and it just makes that nice, clean, precise cut too every time.
Yeah, and that's again, we've showed everybody tonight, well, I hope we have, is like what we do in the restaurant to make things really work properly and safely. It's all about safety and having the right tool for the right job. So we've gone through the whole gamut. So you have the 4 best knives, and now you have the sharpener you can use for all the knives you have, including the 4 knives I've been selling people tonight, and including any knife you might have that's not serrated. It's just the best way to work so you don't cut yourself. So there's no slippage. When it's dull, you can cut yourself.
I want to show colors again. I'm going to give a couple of updates. And again, keep in mind your today's special value, that fantastic knife set with those 4 must-have key knives you want in your cutlery collection that Chef has put together as our today's special value. Go ahead and get the sharpener so that you keep those fantastic knives that you have coming your way in the best condition. So we have the cranberry red, right down. We have about 1,500 to go around, and this is what we have in time for the holidays. This is what we have in time for gift giving. Maybe you're doing a gift exchange and you're keeping it under $20. Why not a knife sharpener? Everybody has knives and will use this. So that's your cranberry. We have a 1,500 to go around. 1,000 orders already placed. Let me tell you about the Zakarian blue. That's been our most popular. We're down to our final 700 remaining. So if you'd like the Zakarian blue, do not wait to order. Here's black. Black also very popular. If you like the black, again, under $20. All of our culinary is on 5 easy payments as part of our Friendsgiving celebration. Here is cool gray. And if you'd like cool gray, you let us know that as well. Remember, these all match back to your today's special value knife set. And then here is your white. $19.98, K51539. And Chef, so you mentioned I can sharpen certainly my knives, my straight edge knives, but things like scissors, I can sharpen as well.
Funny you should say that. I have a pair of scissors right here. I'm going to take them apart. And yes, the 5 and the 5. Put them back together and you have your scissors. It's really wonderful.
Wow.
And again, it's so frustrating, I know, especially things when something's not right, you know it, right? And especially when something's nice sharp. So I'm going to go back to my 7x5" utility, and you can just go through again. And this is so simple. And again, if you're left-handed, you turn it around, you go the other way. So it's beautiful.
It
right?
feels really stable, easy to use.
Very stable.
Yeah.
And so we try to make it so that people will actually use it. And the worst thing to do is to have a device that you've bought, you've spent a lot of your hard-earned money, and then you're like, oh, it looks good, and I saw it, and I liked it when he was doing it, but I don't use it. This you will use over and over and over again. It'll be your go-to. I just can't, I can't tell you how much I use this myself. I've even stopped using the steel because I like this so much. And it's really fantastic, and I think it's so stable and easy to use for the person at home because it doesn't move on the plate, on the cutting board, and you don't have any problem with cutting through things, so you don't have a dull knife. A dull knife, remember, is a very dangerous thing.
Absolutely. And using, again, our today's special value, if you haven't yet placed your order for that knife set, our first ever cutlery set from Chef Zakarian, and also his final one for the year. Let me ask you this, for people who might be wondering, how often do you recommend, and how do we know when it's time to sharpen our knives?
Well, honestly, you're going to over sharpen with this. It's going to be a beautiful thing. You're going to have sharp knives all the time because it's so easy. A lot of times, like, you'll do as much as you can and not sharpen because you just don't want to bother.
Right.
But it's so simple. Just wipe it off, and just if you're in the middle of cutting, I do all the time. I have it here. I wipe it off. I just go, okay, let's get it back again.
Yeah.
And I might go 3 times, and then I just go on.
I love it. I mean, we love a new knife set when we get them at home because they're perfectly sharp and they're, so you can see as I'm just gliding through, as I'm slicing these peppers, we love them when they're brand new like that. And as you said, either having to send them out to be sharpened or you're not quite sure how to sharpen them correctly. This makes it easy. It's done for us. All I'm doing is running my knife through the 2 sections, the coarse and then the fine, to get that perfect blade back to what it should be. And whether I'm left-handed or right-handed, it's very stable, it's very comfortable, it's very easy, and at under $20, that's an investment I think that's so worth it to make sure that I continue to get the best out of my knife investment as well.
Yeah, and the inside, the tungsten steel here is perfect. So we've designed it so the first one just straightens it out, the second one sharpens it. And that's what's so great about this. You don't have to angle anything, you just put it straight in like this. I'm going to show everybody at home. And just like this. any knife you have except serrated, and you just go through stuff with ease, and that's the beauty of this. And trust me, you won't cut yourself with a sharp knife.
Look at that.
Really important.
Just clean cut every time. And
no
you've got
moisture on the board, which means
Yeah.
all the water and the flavor and the nutrients are staying in the vegetable.
Wow. Here's what we'll do. We're going to give everybody a chance to place their order for the sharpener. 1,600 orders already placed. And don't forget, this is the gift box that your Today's Special Value knife set will come in if you were shopping for that as well. So 1,600 orders placed for the sharpener. The item number is K51539, under $20. That's a great Secret Santa gift. You know, if they've got knives, they'll appreciate this. Cranberry red. 1,200 left to go around, and that is what we have for you. Zakarian blue. We are down to our final 500. I wouldn't wait until later today to shop for that, especially if you want to match it back to your Today's Special Value knife set. Here's the black. Black has been very, very popular. Here is cool gray. And then finally, we have the sharpener for you in white. The easy pay is $4. You just let us know that you'd like it. And don't forget, it's a perfect companion to the Today's Special Value.